All right, welcome to the Snow Canyon Warrior Network. We got the Snow Canyon High School boys soccer quarterfinals versus Skyview Seahawks tonight. It's going to be a great game. We got a 4-5 matchup in the RPI. Snow Canyon kind of lucked out and got the fourth seed. They won a couple overtime games. I think that put them in the fourth spot. We know Skyview is one of the better teams in state as well, so it should be a great matchup. We're going to turn our time over. We have the national anthem right now, so we're going to go ahead and honor the soldiers and those that have sacrificed for our country.
All right, we're here.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do starting lineups here in a second. Each coach is kind of going over their kind of last-minute speeches here to rile them up. Like we said, this is going to be a great matchup tonight. We're super excited to be at home. Home field advantage. It's surely a nice thing for Snow Canyon to be able to, kind of be here, sleep in their own beds, get to the field, and it'll be interesting to see what the heat factor does today. I think it's about 90 degrees. The sun is out, and we'll see. Skyview is coming up from the Logan area. We'll see if the heat wears them out a bit or not as we go through this. But every soccer team is very conditioned, ready to go. So again, we're just excited to be here at the game, and we're going to go ahead. They're going to go ahead and do the starting lineups, and we'll get to that here in just a second. Typically, we have Skyview will be introduced first, and then we'll have our home team, the Snow Canyon Warriors. We start to see a lot of people trickle in. It's kind of nice. It's 4 p.m. and like we talked about, it's a hot afternoon, and
80 degrees, 85.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see. Give that to Mom. Kind of nice to see these fans trickle in even on a 4 p.m. Afternoon.
Number 3,
Davis Hall is starting. He's a junior.
Number 4,
Okay, number 4, Kai Schwartz is starting.
Number 5,
Carson Soto. Do we know who that is?
That is
Jacob. 8.
Number 6,
Jacoby Dursteller.
Sorry, number 8.
Yeah, okay. He's going ahead and starting the game.
Number 10,
10, Caden Penrose. He's a senior.
Number 15.
Number 15 is Landon McClellan. He's a senior.
All right, number 19.
Number 19, Cole Thiedel. He's a junior.
And number 20.
20, Tayton Merrill. He's a junior.
And
That's probably
I can't
22, I think, is Britton Baird.
Okay.
Okay,
Samuel
then he said a
Lambert.
Daniel.
Lambert. 29.
29. Let's see if we have a 20. Okay, we have a 29 here, Daniel Lambert.
Yep.
He's a senior. So now we are introducing our Snow Canyon Warriors. At goalie is Javi Pina. He'll be starting goalie tonight for Snow Canyon. Kobe Robinson, he's typically been a captain. Doesn't look like he has the captain button on tonight. We have Damon Lund, which is a junior, played significant minutes this year. That's number 5, Ethan Bunting. He's our right back. Okay, we have senior and captain Jacob Whitwer. He's our forward. W. Cannon, our center back. Number 10, Jason Perez is in the starting lineup tonight. Last week we had Brian Hernandez instead. We got Jake's brother Stockton Whitwer, which is a junior. He's on the back line. We got Brecken Hoskins. He's on the right wing.
22 or 23.
23. We have is
22, I mean.
Brock Schroeder. He's another captain for our team. And then Sanders Esplin, of course, leading the region in assist. And he has a good running mate there. And Jake Whitwer, that those two work well together, put a lot of goals in, and just really have worked well. We'll see what the Skyview has in mind as far as defending those two. Again, Jake is the leading scorer, and for the Snow Canyon Warriors, and we'll kind of see how the Bobcats adjust to that and what their game plan is. Last week we had Ben Lohman here. Ben Lohman kind of threw out a different defense. They didn't really attack too much. They kind of sat back and tried to get in the passing lanes, and it worked for quite a while. It was a 1-0 game. And then the second half, it really broke open. I think they ended up winning 6-7-0 in that second half. I think the heat a little bit got to Ben Lohman as well, a team up there in the Ogden area. And Snow Canyon came out in the second half with a little bit more offensive firepower, shifted a little bit. Zach made some halftime adjustments, and they came out and did a good job. Again, it looks like over there on that Skyview side, I think a lot of the Skyview fans are probably smart and moved over to the shady side where we're filming. There's quite a few fans in the stands. It's nice to see them come out and support this quarterfinal game.
I see fans back in the stands again.
That's true, and I don't see a whole lot of masks either.
Yeah.
So that's another nice thing to let these kids come out and enjoy being together and kind of getting normalized. It's kind of a nice thing. So Snow Canyon won, if you want to consider it a toss, and they'll be kicking off, going towards the north end there. We'll come out strong. Skyview just clears the ball. They didn't want any offensive side, so I think that's number 8, Jacoby Durstella just got rid of that ball. Skyview's got the long sleeve white today. I think I said Seahawks for some reason. I think that's not their name. It's Bobcat, so I apologize for that at the beginning. We have the Skyview Bobcats. We got Damon, makes a great through ball. Got up to Brock Schroeder. He makes a left-footed kick. Goes across goal, but ends up doesn't get there, quite get there, so it'll be a goal kick for Skyview. But again, I like Damon's idea. Get that out wide. Let Brock run onto that, make that ball, that through ball. Last week, that's really was a pretty dangerous play from both sides. We have Brock on that left side and Brecken on that right side. They do a really good job of being dangerous on those sides, playing those balls through. So Skyview possessing. We'll see how they do and kind of their strategy here. It looks like another big kick. They didn't want to hold on to it too much. They wanted to kind of get rid of that ball. We'll see if they try to build up or just kind of play a lot of through balls, try to get it up quickly up to their forwards, see what they can do. It looks like Snow Canyon's in a defensive position. They got those two center backs with W and Stockton. It looks like they're going to be holding strong there. Looks like W comes up, makes a good challenge, gets it out, and now it's out to midfield. Jake's trying to track that down. That's number 29, makes a great play, takes it out of Jake's hand. Who is Daniel Lambert made that. I think we have, this could be the first free kick of the game. Kind of see their build up, what they do here on their set play. It's a good ball, and it's made a great touch. That was, I believe, number 10. It's hard to see. Caden Penrose made a good touch on that ball on his head. Have was there, picked it up. It looks like Skyview is going to be smart here, especially at the beginning. They're just going to clear the ball. They're not going to let Snow Canyon get too dangerous as they come down the side there. We got to throw in to Stockton. Stockton makes a great pass to Jake. Got to flip on to the left side. It goes out of bounds. I think it'll be Snow Canyon ball. Nope. We're going to go to Skyview. So we have, I think that's Caden throwing that ball in. Makes a good throw. Challenged by Damon there. We'll see if Damon switches fields or makes a play to Damon. Damon goes out wide. Brock makes a nice little dump pass. Jake's got a almost made that. Damon makes a great cross, switches the field there. Brecken, like I said, has done an excellent job of winning those balls and playing those balls into space for the Snow Canyon Warriors. So we have Jason Perez and Damon Lund. They'll be our midfielders. They kind of control that middle of the field and try to distribute from there. Skyview has possession down the middle. Again, here comes another big kick up the field. They like to run onto these. They have Skyview has a big, talented, strong team. They have a lot of team speed. You can tell, and they're kind of built as all of them look like, they could play multiple sports. They're all pretty good-sized kids. Maybe they play some football, basketball. Pretty athletic kids out here. So, again, this would be a great matchup. It's a little different style than, it's a little different style. I think they're a little bit more direct, Skyview. Looks like they play a little bit more direct rather than, a lot of possession build-up. Down here, we're kind of used to, where you have Crimson and Dixie. Dixie's a lot more direct. They have some dangerous players, so they'll play the direct ball. Crimson, Desert Hills, they do a lot of, possession build-up, set pieces. Skyview so far has just kind of played the ball through up top. We got an attempt at a through ball. We got Petey that kind of tracked that down. We got Damon. And we got Kobe comes in, makes a great play. Snow Canyon makes some pretty good crosses here. We got Sanders has been really good to play those balls through. I think, again, he's, if not the leader in Region 1 of them. Try to squeeze that into Jacob. Didn't quite make it. Here's Damon cleaning up. Damon going wide again to Sanders. Makes a good touch. Keeps it in bounds. Does a little rake. Skyview does a good job coming up and challenging. Ooh, looks like we got a push from behind there. Brock must have made contact with that ball. There was no foul on that play. Jake with some nifty footwork. Plays the ball right across. That's exactly what you want. Maybe a little too into the 6 where you want it a little outside by the 18. But, again, it's nice to get some pressure. This is one of the games. It's at home. It's hot. Momentum will swing a lot for Snow Canyon if they can put a goal in here quickly. Jason Perez with the header. Big kick. Skyview again. I think they just kind of want to get rid of that ball. They don't want to be too fancy on that back line, especially here in the first half, as we talked about. They don't want to give up any quick goals, nothing that kind of dribbles through, so they're just playing it out wide, making Snow Canyon work. Neither side so far has been too dangerous. Yeah. Seems that Snow Canyon's probably possessed 65% of the time. I might be a little biased on that, but I feel like they're possessing a little bit more. I think Skyview, when they win it, they want to play it pretty quickly up. We'll see kind of what they do here. They want it, play the ball quickly up. Good touch outside. We got a run on by 27, which is Caleb Miller. Out of bounds. We'll go back to Skyview to throw that ball in. It's nice that we can have the Snow Canyon Network being able to televise these games. We hope to continue to do this throughout the next couple years. We kind of realize how important it was to start, for the COVID season and having limited fans, but it's been super nice to be able to televise these and get these out on the internet. I see a lot of umbrellas in the stands today from this side. It's pretty hot. Good through ball. Ooh, it's a physical game out there. Sanders is a pretty tough kid, and he still kind of got ran over there a little bit. We have a great run down the middle. Good outside touch pass. I think that was number 8. That's a Jacoby Dursteller again. Made a good run down the middle, played it out wide, and they quite couldn't connect to feet. Goes out of bounds, so that'll be a goal kick for Snow Canyon. This is W. Played for a couple years at Desert Hills. His family moved over into Snow Canyon boundaries, and he's been just a super addition to the Snow Canyon Warriors team. Not only is he good technically, he's a great leader. He talks on that back line. He's kind of their vocal leader on that back line. Looks like we got a little foul there on Damon. Damon coming in to win that ball. Makes a little too much contact, draws the foul. This could be dangerous. Skyview, I'm sure, has a player that can put this in a dangerous position for our goalie. Javi's been a great goalie all year. He's got really good natural instincts, plays the ball out real well, and has a lot more jumping ability than you would think to kind of clear those. So again, this could be a dangerous position right down the middle of the field. They got their set play, their big strong guy, and they finish. Skyview finishes on that. Had a feeling that they'd have that set up. They sent one of their taller players down the middle. I think he might be the tallest on the field. That could be Jacoby, our captain for Skyview. So they come back with just a set piece that I talked about. They could have been dangerous. I had a feeling when they have those tall, strong kids, it was well executed, great ball, and that was number 8, Jacoby Dursteller, that put it in the back of the net with his header. I bet run that play several times this year. I haven't watched them play, but I imagine that's something that they've done quite often, had success on the field. Once you get in soccer, you get about 6'3", 6'4", you're dangerous. Corner kicks, those kind of free kicks. It's kind of unfortunate. Some of those, you just don't know. You play hard and you play physical and you make those fouls, and sometimes they can come back and hurt you a little bit there. So it's disappointing. We'll see what we can do as far as Snow Canyon bouncing back into this. But Skyview got a lot of momentum there with that goal. They're trying to keep that ball on this side. Skyview's done a good job. It seemed like they've gotten a little bit more aggressive. They're really attacking. They have, that gives them a lot of momentum, and I think they're going to take advantage. As you can see here, they're really being aggressive. They've kind of started the game being a little bit more tentative, clearing that ball, not possessing too much, and then all of a sudden they really come out hard after that goal. This is Brecken. Brecken's a quick kid. He's got a great right foot. Technically, he's one of the, super sound on the team, makes great passes to feet. This is Sanders. Sanders, here's another dangerous play. Sanders can throw this ball kind of like a corner kick. We'll see what he does here. Yep, he throws it right in there. Again, there's Skyview. The back line another tall, athletic kid comes up, makes that header. That's number 15, Landon McClellan. He's a senior. Comes out and clears that ball. So it looks like right now Skyview is going to win that ball in the air. They've got some height, but Snow Canyon's going to, they're not going to give up. They're going to bounce back, and they're going to keep putting pressure on that back line, and see what happens here. Brecken, again, here's those through balls we talked about. Oh, it could be dangerous. Popped off ahead. Quickly out by Skyview. Skyview up gets it out to number 19. That's Cole. And here we go. Jacoby makes another ball out to the left. Gives that up.
Jacoby kid, he's quick.
Yeah, he is quick, and you can tell he's kind of the guy in the middle that distributes and is dangerous on those coming in as a header and getting that ball wide. Great play to get that ball out wide by Stockton. And here comes Jake. Jake's dangerous here. He's got some speed down the sideline. This is, just too much touch there. Oh. Great slide tackle and clear. That's by number 20.
Good look.
Tayton Merrill. Just a great, smart play. Got contact on the ball, no foul. It's clean play. And then just simply cleared it, not go ahead and mess with it. I think Jake, if he had that back, if he could, it's tough when you're going full speed like that. Just got the touch just a little bit out in front. Here's Brock, man. He is really tracking back, just putting in. We don't want to get another foul there. They're dangerous. But again, here's Jacoby again with the midfield, plays that ball, and Javi comes up, picks it up. So again, that middle of the field seems like Jacoby really likes it. Yeah, he kind of has been pretty dangerous. It's kind of like an attacking mid position, I would call it. He's got two guys out in front, so he's kind of playing that attacking mid spot. Jason kind of runs through it. Looks like he made. What are we going to do here? Goes back into Damon. Let's see what Damon does. Damon's a great soccer player there. He's got good technical skill. The great ball across the field. Header by the back line. Was able to clear it. Could have been dangerous if that went through, but again, got a switch field by Skyview. It's a great little, I love seeing that, where they switch field. It went from one end to the end, and then kind of a little bit of probably a miss kick there by number 27, which is that Caleb Miller. I think he'd probably want that back. He's probably trying to switch fields on it, and it ended up in the goalie's hand. Here's a little bit more possession by Skyview. They're feeling a little bit more confident. You can see that they're
better ball movement.
Yeah, their ball movement's really picked up, going side to side. They're really, since their goal, have kind of picked it up. I feel like their energy's better. They're a little bit more confident in their ball possession. They're willing to take a few more risks. Great ball to Sanders. Sanders wins the ball and takes a great shot, which could turn into a corner. But the goalie smart, comes out, picks that up. But I like the idea. At least he's making the goalie think. Goalie plays it out quick. Up the field. This is where they've been good. Those have been really dangerous for Skyview today. They counter really quickly. Great ball. Javi makes a great save.
Great stop.
That was a great ball in. Sometimes you feel like, oh, he's got to put some more heat on it. But, I mean,
it's good stuff.
He's waiting for his offensive player to come pick that up. And that's 27 makes a great ball there, Caleb. Let's see what we do here. Snow Canyon kind of waited on that, got that call.
Yeah,
Jake got fouled. Yeah, I think there was no contact, got pushed over. See if Snow Canyon can. It looks like we were ready to sub. I think on a day like today, you would think that you got to sub quite a bit, right? You know, get these players in and out, get them a quick drink, and get them back in. So we have number 13 is Isaiah. Isaiah's been subbing in quite a bit lately. Last few games, he's picked up more and more time. He's kind of got that speed. He usually plays that left or right wing. And then we have Brian Hernandez, which will play in that center mid spot. Like I said, we have Isaiah playing that right wing for Brecken. Give him a quick break. A lot of times, coach likes to give those wings. They're the ones that are running the most up and down. They're supposed to be defensive and offensive players. So those wings are putting in a lot of movement. So it's good to get them a quick break. I'm not sure what we got here, what the delay is. We had some subs, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get him to come.
Hey, Will. Sorry for that break. We had to take care of some technical issues here. And I want to make sure that you could hear us and that it was working well. So thanks for holding on there for a minute. Skyview is
Still attacking.
still attacking, and another great ball is just a one touch.
Ooh, good stop.
And I think, again, by Kobe there, Robinson, he's one of the captains, made great contact, slowed it down, kind of let the defense kind of readjust here. So we've got to be very aware of those players, mark them, make sure I think Skyview's done a great job of playing those balls dangerous. Here we go, Sanders, but the goalie is in great position. That was just come out wide. It can be a little dangerous there sometimes, but the goalie's trained to be out there on that top of that 18 when it's on the other side. We had a big kick, and he was there and cleared it. With possession, we got possession back. Sanders fighting for that. Looks like we got a foul on Skyview.
Got almost 200 people watching.
Yeah,
from all over.
Yeah, it's nice. I hope that this is a good service. Unfortunately, I don't know. I haven't watched Skyview play a lot, but I hope we have a lot of people joining from Skyview. I know it's a long drive on a Wednesday afternoon to be down here, so we're glad that we can help, and hopefully some of these families and friends that are watching their Skyview play today. Yeah, again, these through balls have been hurting Snow Canyon. Kobe runs on that. That can hurt, and I think it was a very clean play. The ref, he made contact, but it's a rough and tumble game, and they both kind of don't think there was anything unfair about that or cheap. They just kind of ran into each other, going hard for the ball. It's nice here. We're going to have a little quick break, so we're going to put you on mute for a second here. They have a little water break because of the heat, so they're going to kind of let these players cool off. I bet it's at least 100 on that field with that turf. So, again, we'll take a quick break here for a minute or two, and we'll be back. All right, we're going to go ahead and start that quick little intermission, get those kids hydrated. No need to get someone dehydrated a game like this, so it's nice that refs recognize that and can give them a quick water break. I'm going to go ahead and see what temperature it is right now. It's 90 degrees. It says it feels like 90 degrees, and the UV index is 5. So with those bleachers, it sure kind of blinds a lot of people's eyes being on those bleachers. And out in that field, it's probably, with those black little pebbles, got to be up to about 100 degrees out in that field, playing field. Well, Skyview kind of starts where they left off. That was a great ball. Jacoby's really, that was Caden at number 10. I think that played that ball. Yeah, that's Caden. Played a great ball. Real dangerous right in the middle of the 18. We had to kick it out and have a corner kick here, so we'll see what they do. They've got these set pieces. You can tell they got some kids that are tall. They got the guy and header by. Ooh, could it be dangerous again? It's still up in the air. Got it boxed out. Great effort by Have to clear that. Again, Snow Canyon's got to be aware of their set pieces. It looks like they're pretty dangerous at those. So eliminating any fouls that are dangerous or giving them any corner kicks. Again, that's easier said than done, but let's see how Snow Canyon adjusts here. They got to get a little momentum. If they can kind of break through that defense, they've had a hard time doing that. Kind of get a couple shots here on goal before the half. We got 17 minutes left in the half. Snow Canyon's down 1-0. And the last few minutes, Skyview has looked pretty, the more the aggressor, but Snow Canyon will come back here. And great move by Gaiman, playing that ball out wide. We got Brock, plays it into Damon. Damon back out, one touch. Yeah, nice touch. It looks like we're going to switch fields here. Great through ball. Just a little long and fast, but such a great idea. Damon had the right idea there. And I think Snow Canyon just really needs to start doing that, playing those balls wide, quick one touches, give and goes. I think got to give them Skyview credit for right now for the defensive effort. It made it hard for Snow Canyon to make it through. Again, number 15 jumps up, makes a hand, and lets Landon. He's a senior. It's nice to have two big center backs like that. Looks like they have that holding mid. That's number 10, Caden. And then behind them, they've got those two big-sized kids that make it hard to go up the gut. So positionally, the Skyview's in a good position there. All right, we got Snow Canyon with possession. Damon's got it there in the middle. Let's see what they kind of do. Plays it back out wide. There's Isaiah. Here's another dangerous ball. Oh, could have caught the goalie. Does a really good job of coming out and being in the right position there. Isaiah almost caught him a little off guard. Went a little wide to the left, so that'll be a goal kick. Big kick by the goalie. I got to put you on mute for just 1 second here. All right, well, welcome back to the second half. It's here at Snow Canyon Warrior Stadium. Snow Canyon's got a lot of ground to make up. I mean, it was a tough first half. They came out for the first 10 minutes. Skyview had kind of get through their jitters a little bit, and then after that first goal, it kind of all that momentum shifted for Skyview, and they were able to play the balls they wanted. They kind of had more build-up, and they took advantage of set pieces, and the score's 2-0. So as I talked a little earlier, I think we might have had some technical difficulties, and you couldn't hear us too much. But I got a counterpart. He was able to jump on. Shane's going to be here working with me in the second half, just kind of as we talk and analyze the game here a little bit. It's kind of, Shane, as you watch the first half, what are some of the adjustments or things that Zach's going to want to do here?
It's tough because if you just watched the first half, it seemed like Snow Canyon had dominated the whole first half. It just seemed like a few little plays.
Yeah, we talked about those set pieces. They did a good job, and they have those. They have those kids that are really good at high in the air. They can make those head, and they're dangerous with that. So.
Yeah, it's been good soccer so far.
The one thing that I want to see is the adjustment we can get. We can get Sanders and Jake a little bit more involved in the game. Those two have been leading this team all year, and I think they're going to be key. Again, that's a great through ball. Again, that goalie has come out every single time and been there. I think a lot of the games, Snow Canyon isn't used to that. That goalie's been really active, coming out of that back line and kind of shutting those things down, where a lot of times, we've been able to make those through balls and they haven't been as quick. So that goalie's really did a good job for him that first half, and again, the second half, same thing happening. So looks like we got a foul, so it'll be a Skyview free kick. That Jacoby there in the middle, number 8's really hurt us, Snow Canyon, that first half. He made a lot of runs. I think he was the one that got the first goal, the header. And then number 11, I believe if it was, that came in and scored that second goal. Just a great individual play, ran up the sideline and got it. We got a little switch of the field here. Petey comes over to see if he switches, goes up the gut. It could be a dangerous ball there. Luckily, we got that out. Stockton's there on the right side. Looks like I don't think we made any real formation changes. I see that we did start this half. That didn't start as Alex Merdez. I think he's kind of put him in. I think Jason. Let's see, who would he substitution for? Who's Alex in for? I think it is. Is it Brecken? Yeah, I think it's Brecken Hoskins. So Alex Merdez started the second half for Brecken Hoskins out there on that right wing. I'm not sure if Brecken isn't feeling good or just, hey, let's change of pace here with Alex. Again, a great ball. These set pieces are hurt. They're dangerous. They do a good job, and then they just collapse with some big, tall kids. I think Sanders has kind of met his match there. Number 3 is Davis Hall. He looks kind of like a football player too, and physical kid, about the same size, and is kind of disrupted Sanders' typical movement up front. This is always the hard part, right, Shane, is how much offensive firepower you bring up, because you still got to protect your goal, but at the same time you got to score. So you got to you got to make those adjustments, and it's difficult, right? How much do you pressure them and stay up, because if they counter it, it leaves you kind of.
Yeah, Snow Canyon's got some great midfielders.
Yeah.
And they've got to definitely step it up here and probably be worn out by the end of this game.
Yeah, the heat. That's a great ball off the crossbar, upper 90. Man, that was a shot. That's the Jacoby kid again. I didn't think it was going to be that close, and wow, was that such a close shot. That would have been a highlight top 10 ESPN shot if that went in. That would have been fun to see. Not so much if you're a Snow Canyon Warrior fan, though. So we're glad that hit that crossbar, but what a great shot. I think they'll probably, what we'll do is see Snow Canyon, like you said, work through that midfield, try to play it up top. We've got, I know they played Jake quite a bit in that attacking mid. I see he's up top. They got to be patient here, but I think they've got to score in the next few minutes, or they're going to have to change their formation a little bit and be probably a little bit more weak on that back end side and just kind of try to bring the heat up front, put that pressure up front. You might as well go down swinging if you're in a state game, do or die situation. You got to go down swinging. So, I'd rather lose 3-0 trying everything I can than to lose 2-0 and not. So that's Alex gave up the ball on that backside, but he did a great job winning that ball back and then fell back. I hope they don't capitalize here. We got Stockton that Jacoby plays it off. Four has done a great job. Kai this game, he's just been steady in that middle for them. I think he's kind of their set piece guru that sets them up, and he just has that nice ball.
Yeah, it seems like they're a lot more aggressive, but it seems like both teams are more aggressive.
There's another run. This Skyview, they've had a couple of successful runs down that side. Great play. It kind of trickles through, and it looks like another goal. Have typically gets that. That could be the nail in the coffin right there. I don't know if watching the game if they have that. I don't think they're going to give up for sure, but that's just realistic in soccer. It's pretty hard. So we got a 3-0 lead. Again, it was a dangerous play. As far as playing that ball, we didn't clear it the way we should. And who was that capitalized? You guys see that? I don't think it was Jacoby. I think that was probably Caden that had put that back in. It's a good. You just got to clean those up. We got to clean those up. We got to step up to that and clear them. So I wasn't expecting this. I knew that Skyview was going to be a great team, but I wasn't expecting a 3-0 lead here in this game. But like I said, they've got to. I think you're not going to give up. You're going to see them attack us. They've got some. Looks like Zach's already making that kind of switch from defensive to offense, put some guys in. Looks like now we got 15 picking them up. Landon, I think they were a little upset at first, and Landon showed some sportsmanship and helped pick up Jake, but there was a little scuffling there. I'm not sure. I couldn't see it entirely, but Jacoby with a great switch of the field, good kick into space. You have to give credit to Skyview's defense. They've done a really good job on that back line, eliminating some of those plays. We haven't had as dangerous as runs as we typically like to see. Looks like it's ball fall through. Number 5, Carson. Carson started the game. We got the Penrose with another great ball. They just good balls that are coming, making the goalie work. And I think Have would sure like to have that one back. I think he typically gets it to keep that 2-0 advantage. It's a good shot, but I think he'd like that one back. You could see he was upset with himself. So we have number 9 subbing into the game. That's Alex. I don't think that's Alex Torres, but he's wearing a number 9 jersey. And then we have Brecken Hoskins back in the game. Another run down the gut. Looks like
foul there.
I think it wasn't intentional by any means, but he unfortunately didn't get the ball. He got mostly under the foot. Again, this is Skyview's done a good job with these set pieces. Really dangerous. Kind of get those up in the air. Let's see. We have 36 getting ready to go to the game. Gabe Pinna. Gabe's a sophomore, but he's got good foot skills. We'll see if he can kind of get in and help on that back line. Typically plays that left back. Will it be interesting if they just take a shot here, if they do have a set piece? I think they're probably prepared for both. So we'll see if we just have a direct kick or...
About from 30 yards out?
Yeah, 30 yards. kind of guessing this Jacoby kid puts it on frame and keeps it low. Yeah, good set piece. I think he intended to do that. I don't think it was a miss kick.
No,
Yeah,
it looked designed to me.
yeah. And those can be dangerous. You can't see them very well, so.
Well, they headed it back to the goalie.
Yeah. You know, I'd like to say that Snow Canyon's been, you know, dangerous and they just haven't got it, but they really haven't had too many shots, legitimate shots on goal. I've been watching them all year, and I haven't seen them, you know, as neutralized as I've seen them today. Typically, I mean, you got to see those four on the back line. They're just moving. We got two, Jake and Sanders, and that back line has done a great job for Skyview, kind of just neutralize Snow Canyon, which I haven't seen all year.
Yeah, I'm sure it's difficult now at this point for Snow Canyon to adjust.
Yeah. Yeah. Another good ball. It could turn this. You gotta get out. I'd suspect that number 10, Caden, wouldn't want that back. He probably could have turned on that a little bit, but lucky enough we kick it out. See if Sanders can. I mean, I don't think we want to get skunked here. I think we got to make a play. Damon's going to make a run. We got to make those runs, make them, yep, like that. It kind of comes out. We got to play it wide, and we got to get the through ball through, cross. Someone's got to put a header on there. Jake, just not enough. And again, their goalie comes out.
Yeah, we've had a lot of those.
Yeah,
a lot of those almost.
Yeah, yep. And that goalie's been really good just playing that. So I think we just got to go a little wider. We got to take it, that ball, and make runs to the corners, and then we've got to cross it. I think those through balls up top, that goalie just kind of gobbled them up. And I think, you know, now here comes Skyview with a counter. Had a good 1-2 combination, and luckily we were able to contain it. I've noticed Skyview's roster. They got some senior leadership out there, but it still seems like they have a good core even coming back next year. So they're going to, you know, are making a run for state championship this year, and looks like they'll have a good core coming back for next year as well. Some of these subs and some of these juniors coming in and sophomores. So it's kind of a mix of talent here for Skyview. They will miss some of their senior leadership, though, with Jacoby and Kai. They're the captains, seniors. They're going to have to replace them. But I don't know who the next matchup in the semifinals will be for the winner. I think they would have to take on it would be the 3 seed. I think a Green Canyon, Dixie matchup. Well, I think this is one of the larger crowds we've had for the home games this year, or if not the largest. Yeah, a couple thousand people I bet here, and they're kind of all probably shocked. Looks like we have a good counter here. Let's see what we can do here. This could be a good chance. Wasn't the ball exactly what we wanted, but it looks like it's landed in Brian's feet. Let's see what we can do here with it. We lost it back to Skyview. They make this run up the gut. They've been doing a good job. Good job by PD to come clean it up. PD did a great job there. Good job by PD. They just had one too many runs down that side that's hurt us. But okay, here we're going to be dangerous. See what we do. We're going to flick that on. If you can see in that back line, though, they've got 4 kids, and that goalie, again, he comes out where he needs to come. So, you know, they centralized pretty well there, Skyview. They had 4 guys that kind of box in, Jake and Sanders. We got a timeout. The ref's asking, this kind of interesting. I haven't seen this before. I think Jacoby. I have no idea what's going on. You guys have any idea?
No, it looks like he's.
I don't know if the. I've never seen the ref bring the team in to kind of lecture the goalie.
Well, I think they said that the goalie probably touched the other player or something.
There might have been some type of interference, or doesn't look like any of the Snow Canyon players are too upset. So I don't imagine, maybe it's some words that he had said, but I think Skyview is kind of pleading his case, like, hey, you know, it'd be interesting to see on film what took place there.
Yeah, it didn't seem like much.
It really
It
didn't.
seemed like he.
That's why I was wondering
got a
if it
good
was.
kick on goal and he came out and did what he's supposed to. But
If he,
the only guy I thought close to him was one of his own players.
Right.
So I wasn't sure.
but you know, give the ref credit. He's done a really good job. I think he's done a really good job as far as controlling the game, making sure it's not getting out of hand. The physicality, he's kind of did a really good job putting kind of controlling that game. Sometimes, you know, I've been to a few soccer games where the ref kind of lets too much go, but he's done a good job controlling it, stopping the play, talking to the players. Well, Shane, I'm not sure what you would do here. I don't know.
Well, you got, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 seniors here
Yeah.
that won a good last game.
Yeah.
They got about 24 minutes here to really give it a strong effort. We have a lot of good plays, good ideas, but
Right.
just not executing on them.
Just typical of what you just saw there. We had number 20 come out of the back line. He's been solid. That Taden Merrill. And they just come up and get in those passing lanes and have just done a really good job of anticipating that ball movement and getting in those lanes. It's good. Another ball. Good shot.
Oh, wow.
Another fourth goal, I think. Oh, it just went over the crossbar. I mean, that was a shot.
Yeah, that would have been one of those.
I don't know what keeps going
top
on that.
10 ESPN
It seems like
moments.
that could have been another ESPN top 10, right?
Yeah.
I think that must have hit the goalpost and back in the net. We got lucky there. Again, with Snow Canyon, we've got to come up. Oh, this could be dangerous too. That's
Yeah, that's a tough one to defend there.
yeah. I think that's 10 with just a flick of the foot. They've just Skyview has just made the right passes, and they've capitalized on those.
It almost seems like to me like Skyview didn't look this aggressive in the first half, and they're coming out in the second half a lot more aggressive. Where now you got Snow Canyon, who was, I thought, aggressive in the first half, and they now look tired.
Yeah, I kind of thought the Heat was going to get to Skyview, and it kind of almost seems the opposite. As the Heat's kind of got to Snow Canyon. Yeah. I don't think these seniors are going to. I think they're not going to want to go down, getting beat 4-0. I mean, we even have on the sideline Skyview. They've got 6-7 guys over there, kind of warming up. I think they're feeling pretty confident they're going to win this game, and they don't want to get some of their stars probably hurt, or there's no reason to. So I bet they kind of clean the house here in about 10 minutes. Keep their legs. They've got to come back and play. They traveled all the way down, and then they've got to go up and play on a Monday. So they've got 3 or 4 days rest, but that's something that the coach is thinking about is, hey, let's get these kids out, get their legs rested. We have a long drive, and no reason to get anyone hurt. I've been impressed by both teams, but that back line of Skyview has just really done a fantastic job neutralizing today. Let's see what we can do here. That's kind of what we're. Yeah, I don't think we've had many shots today.
Yeah, as you said earlier, Sanders hasn't gotten too many touches on the ball, and that's not a good thing for Snow Canyon, but that's a compliment to Skyview.
Yeah, I think Skyview's game plan was probably neutralize Jake and Sanders, and that's what they've done. You know, they've marked them up all game long. They've put them in a box. Those two center defenders in the middle, back line, they're big and strong,
Oh,
and the goalie's done a great job coming off his line. He's done that all game long. So we have 20 minutes in the game. I think Zach will just continue to sub, try to get fresh legs. My understanding is Skyview tied for the region championship. I think they tied. I think there was a Mountain Crest and Green Canyon. I'd have to look at that closely, but I think that region was just,
did they flip a coin?
yeah, maybe something like that, or I'm not sure how they determined that. Oh, well, they determined it by their RPI. So I think the RPI was a little higher for Green Canyon and got the.
Well, Snow Canyon's fortunate to be able to play this first round here on the field, and
That's
I'm
what I kind
sure.
of, the beginning of the game, when you have a 4-5 seed, that 4 makes a huge difference because Skyview had to travel, but they came prepared. I don't know if that's a long drive for just an afternoon at 4, so I'm wondering if they came last night, stayed in a hotel, got some good food and had their legs ready today. But give them credit for that. Looks like Damon hasn't given up. He's yelling at his team, saying, let's go, let's get after it. Jake Sanders, some senior leadership, want to get after it. So we'll see what they do here after this water break. Well, welcome back. We got 20 minutes of play. See if I just want to see fight. I think that's a coach at this point. Win or lose, you're going to come out and say let's give them our very best effort for 20 minutes. We're not going to give up. We're going to go out and fight.
Well, some of these seniors have been part of this varsity squad for a couple of years now, so.
Well, you have, like I said, the Sanders is and Jake as a freshman kind of came on the end of as a freshman, and I believe they started the last few games. The freshmen, they kind of worked their way up and had some magical moments. My older boy Cole was on that team, and they were a spark off the bench, and Sanders and Jake, and they've had a great career at Snow Canyon. They'll surely miss their firepower up front. It'll be interesting who kind of takes their place next year at Snow Canyon. They've got some good, talented kids working hard to fill those spots, but again, those are big shoes to fill here at Snow Canyon. We've got like I think you mentioned, pretty senior-laden group of kids. That one looked like it could have been a foul.
Yeah.
Not sure why that one wasn't called.
Looks like they kind of got tangled as.
I mean, I don't think he got much ball. It's kind of not as consistent. It's not like. I think that one could have been called there.
Unfortunately, just outside the box.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, this is not the game they had in mind, right? They have the crowd here. That Jacoby kid is just a good player. They're defender 3. They're tough and they're talented. But so is Snow Canyon. You know, they got great players, but
Are they calling that out of bounds or are they calling that a foul?
I think
No,
it's a foul.
yeah,
So
okay.
I'd like to see. You want to see Snow Canyon get a goal here. You want to get a goal or two. You don't. That looks like a great ball. Put it in the back of the net. One touch. I mean, that's about as good as you can get there. I mean, that's
right to his feet.
Yeah. Goalie again comes up big. So we got several subs. We got 22, Alex. That's Alex Hernandez in. So that was number 9 was Alex Torres. We have Alex Hernandez coming in. He's a senior. I think this is his last hurrah. He was a rising star until he tore his ACL. I think for the last couple years, it just he was going to play back line with my son Cole, and he tore his ACL and has been out the last couple years. So it's too bad, but they're giving him in the last 20 minutes of play. We got Jason Perez back in, and I think he's going to let some of these senior kids get some time.
It seemed like the first half, as I said, I used the word dominate, but really what I meant was just the amount of time of possession that Snow Canyon had.
Oh, great shot. You have a shot like that. That's Kobe Robinson. I think they really wanted that. They wanted that goal. But yeah,
time of possession. Snow Canyon.
A lot better.
But now you see, as I said earlier, Skyview has just stepped it up, and Snow Canyon seems a little bit more tired. But it seems like the time of possession's at least balanced.
Yeah, it seems like every time we make a run, they kind of boxed us in. That defensive man. See, we're kind of, I think, trying to make that adjustment to be a little bit more offensive and only have a couple guys back, and they're just playing that ball through. Alex comes up, steps in the right way to clear it. But man, that's just been a dangerous run all day long on that right side, coming up the gut, playing it wide, making this work so hard, and they got punched a couple through. But got 16 minutes left to give it back to Snow Canyon. The ref says, nope, it went off Skyview. This Jacoby.
Good run.
Yeah, they attack that side really well, make those through balls. He's going to come and turn it. Too easy right there. We can't let him turn that easy. He's the one that put that one in the. Is that Jacoby there? No, that was is that 6 or 5? I think that's Carson Soto.
There's a shot on goal, went over. Number 4 midfielder.
Yeah, he's just been solid. I think he's just kind of been solid for them all game. They're subbing out. Here comes some of the subs that we talked about. They still have 3 or 4 over there, but they're kind of slowly but surely taking out some of those players. I got to be honest, if I'm a coach, Skyview up 4-0, 15 minutes left, I'd probably take out a couple of my stars. I don't know if I let Jacoby Dursteller there in the middle keep playing. He's you can tell a talented kid, and it's kind of the engine behind a lot of what Skyview does. So I think you're up 4-0, you get him out of the game.
We're already seen a difference based on some of those subs.
Yeah. Looks like we got another sub coming in. He takes off his sub. He's going to go up and get some instructions from the coach and come in. Good playback by Alex. Good kick up the middle, see if they can counter this. Goes right to Jake. Jake plays it back, out wide. Ooh, we got lucky there, but it was great. Good ball. Ooh.
Yeah,
I like
jeez.
taking a shot there, though. The goalie's comes out pretty high if you can kind of put a nice touch on it.
He's been in the right position, it seems like, all game.
Yeah, I think, I mean, he has played a phenomenal game. Only time I saw him make a mistake was on a free kick where he came out a little too hard. The ball was too high. He just barely got a mitt, and that could have gone in. It looks like offsides.
Offsides, we got off another shot.
Yeah.
I think Southern Utah soccer is really starting to, get better, but I still think we've got some room to go before we catch up with some of these Northern Utah teams. They always have a bigger pool to draw from, but
Yeah.
they're competitive.
Yeah. I think, like you said, it's a work in progress. I think more kids are playing in Southern Utah than ever before. I think the technical training's getting better. I think a lot of times, you get these technical trainers on these club teams that, up north, they have access to, and I think our technical trainers here are just getting better and better. And so you got a foul there, pushed over. Looks like.
Looks like they're playing on.
Yeah, it looks like they gave them the advantage, but it looks like it was outside the box, but we'll get a free kick here.
See if the Sanders could make something happen here. See if we can bend it in.
Yeah, we need. I think, as funny as it sounds, just one goal. Oh, he went short post there. It was a good idea by Sanders, and he almost pulled it out, but not quite. Well, Matt Hamlin, that produces all these games on Warrior Network, does such a fantastic job getting the equipment. And the only thing that he does wrong is he has sour gummy bears.
Yeah.
Who wants sour gummy bears, right? Just normal gummy bears are probably better than the sour ones, but we'll let Matt off the hook because he does such a good job for Warrior Network and Snow Canyon and supporting multiple programs. He was here to produce games for several of the men's and women's basketball programs. He's done a lot of the soccer games, and just been tremendous help and support for Snow Canyon. Give them Skyview credit; they're not backing down. They keep at it. Well, 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go.
Skyview's got some fresh legs in there that obviously want to show their value.
Yeah. You can see that the whole team, I think, is I don't think there's one starter in. Although the back line, the two back defenders, as a coach, you don't take out your two top defenders in that back line. I don't think he's going to either. They're such a fundamental piece to your team that, coaches have a hard time taking them out. But they got Jacoby out. They got their Kai out. They've got, their captains out of the game. Making sure that they're prepared for next week's game.
I saw just a moment you had London and Esplin, who have been stars on this team, show some frustration.
Yeah, this is not the way they wanted to go out. I think you can, you go out and battle and lose a 1-0 or something. It's gonna sting. It's gonna sting for a long time.
I think these guys were the state champions last year. Let's look at the comments.
Well, Skyview, we didn't have one last year. They won the year before. I think they beat Desert Hills. Desert Hills had won the year before, and I think I actually watched that game, that state championship game. It was televised, and I think that was a 1-0 game. It could have gone both ways. That was a talented Desert Hills team, but Skyview, again, they had some talented players. And
We go another good run.
so this program here at Skyview, you can tell, is just is a great program. Having won it 2 years ago, and then last year, because of COVID, suspended. Snow Canyon had a loaded team last year as well. I think they would have made a run, as of Desert Hills and probably Skyview, obviously. So it's disappointing not to kind of have a fun tournament last year. But so I guess you could say, yeah, Skyview is kind of your reigning champs. They're the last ones that had a chance to win, and they're going to be in contention this year, no doubt. To winning 2 in a row, this 4A classification. Sounds like the region's pretty good though. You got, Green Canyon and a Mountain Crest that were still in it. They're playing right now. I don't know the score of those games, but we got Dixie down here that I know that's a very dangerous team. They were co-champs with Snow Canyon. Sometimes it's just a matchup problem, where Dixie maybe have some more height, but it's hard to know how this would play out if they played again, that type of thing. Sometimes just the matchups don't work for you. They had some more big physical kids that could kind of help neutralize Sanders and Jake that normally they don't see.
It was a great defensive play.
Yeah, it really was. This is where we'd like to see it get a goal. They've got their subs in the game.
Yeah, Sanders had another shot there a few minutes ago and wasn't able to get it. It was a great pass by Lund, and Sanders wasn't able to get it. See if we can get some more of that before the game's over.
I don't know why it is, but mentally, you get a goal, it just feels a little bit better.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you got beat as much, and
it does something to momentum.
I think that, like you said, the first half was, definitely better played by Snow Canyon. This second half, Skyview kind of got the best of them. I didn't think it was, too lopsided that first half. The second half's been a little bit tougher. PD there when their center back he's the right back, will be gone. Buddy, like I said, he came from Desert Hills and has just been the leader of that back line. He'll be gone. So they've got a lot of holes to fill for Snow Canyon. Good shot. There's Alex. Makes a nice touch. We needed to see more of that today, more of those, take those chances. We have Colby that will be gone. Robinson, we have Brock that will be gone. So I'm kind of guessing probably 7-8 of their starters will have to be replenished next year. And for Snow Canyon.
Just under 6 minutes now. Looks like they tried to rush it, but they weren't really in position.
Yeah. I think now they're just trying to play a little bit more direct than they normally are, just to try to, if you know these kids personally, that's going to, Damon Lund probably won't sleep for a week after getting beat like for today, and Jake and the competitive, the Sanders, those close buddies, and Buddy, and it's going to be tough. Dubby. Well, give credit to the crowd, too. They kind of hanging on to the last whistle here. A lot here, and not a lot of them are left. They're kind of just hanging out. Probably want to give the seniors one more round of applause before they leave. I think a lot of us are in shock. I said it earlier. I wasn't anticipating a 4-0 game with 4 minutes left. Another set play, corner kick. You got to really get rid of them. Yeah, it's good. Well, let's see what they do here. There's only one team that can win it all, so, you know, you had a pretty dang good year. You get to the final 8, you get to a quarterfinals, you're co-region champions. You know, nothing to hang your head about. Snow Canyon had a great season, had great coaching, great players, a lot of memories. They won a couple big overtime games, just super exciting, and it'll be something that they'll remember. They might try to forget this one, but you know, once they let's see.
No chance for a shot. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick.
I'd like to see Sanders put this one in. Jake off ahead or something. Put this in the back of the net. We need that. All right, Sanders, let's see what you got here. You know, talking to Zach, he knew Skyview was one of the top teams in the state. He knew it was going to be easy. And off the crossbar, oh, that would have been so nice to have. That was Colby that got up there. Oh, he had a handball there, but got away with it.
Oh,
Petey goes down.
out. Oh, wow, they called that the other way.
I'm not sure. I saw maybe a handball before, but I don't think that was the call. I don't know why they would have called it that way. I kind of thought it was more of our ball, but probably doesn't make too much a difference now. Ooh, Alex goes down. Man, those crosses has just been dangerous. Those through ball.
Oh,
what a
wow.
shot.
Oh, wow.
What a shot.
That's a ESPN
And
top 10
again,
there.
that was just a great, cross. He switched the field and one touch, crossed the goal. Not a whole lot you can do there. You know, that was kind of how the game went today. It sounds like Juan Diego is up next. I've been kind of talking about maybe a Dixie or a Ridgeline or a Green Canyon, but it sounds like Juan Diego. I think they are the number 1 seed, Juan Diego. I think they actually are the number 1 seed. That's who they would play. So it'll be Juan Diego Skyview in the. Sanders. There's his chance right there.
Yeah.
He'll think about that one for a little while and wish he had that back. Just wasn't our day. Just wasn't our day. That's something that's very uncharacteristic of Sanders. That's typically in the back. So you can tell it's just not our day here at Snow Canyon. But plenty of talent coming up the pipeline. They're going to bounce back. They're going to be better next year. 22 is just fighting, you know.
Yeah, they're aggressive.
He's got his arms out.
22's using his arms a little too much, his body too much.
Yeah. Well, there's 1 minute left. It's a 5-0 game. We give credit to Skyview and hope they go on and give battle to Juan Diego and
Lund, here we go.
Put this one in. Sanders led the league in assist. He was wanting an assist there. Didn't quite get it. I think he maybe should have just shot that one.
Yeah, he had a shot.
Yeah. It's easier for me to see up here than sometimes being on that field, but
you can tell those two played together for a while.
yeah. Well, we'll be signing off here in about. Get the ball finally,
there you go.
and got one. I think it hit the pole and was out. So, just not our day.
That kind of defined the whole day right there.
I thought that was in for sure. The crowd is just like, wow. 10 seconds, it's the game. We got Sanders upset. Well, we want to thank you for joining us today. It was a 5-0 game. Again, we're signing off here. And good luck to Skyview and their next game against Juan Diego. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, there. You gotta be kidding.